Good morning, students. Welcome back to my class. How are you all? Fine? Good. Today I am going to start a new chapter from class 10 mathematics, pair of linear equations in two variables. Linear equation in two variables we have already done in class 9. There we have learned how to convert the equation in the form of a straight line on graph paper. So there what we have to do? First of all, we have to make solution sets of given equation and then plot those points on the graph paper and join them. So there we will get a straight line. Here we are going to learn about pair of linear equations in two variable. So first of all, what is linear equation? Suppose I am taking this equation 2x plus 3y equals to 5. Now why it is known as linear equation? Because if we make solution set of x and y and then plot it in the graph paper, then it will represent a straight line. That is why it is known as a linear equation. Okay, so every linear equation is in the form ax plus by plus c equals to 0. This is the general form of a linear equation where a and b not equals to 0. Remember this, very important, because in that case if a and b becomes 0, then we will get c equals to 0, that is the constant equals to 0. So if there is any constant like 1, 2, 3, 4, then that will become 4 equal to 0 or 3 equal to 0, which becomes an absurd thing. Okay, so this is the general form of a linear equation. Now every point, suppose in the first case, that is 2x plus 3y equals to 5. If I take x equals to 4 or x equals to 1 and y equals to 1, so what we will get? If we replace these values x and y in the equation, then it will become 2 into y 1 plus 3 into 1 is equals to 5, which implies this 2 plus 3 is 5. That is LHS equals to RHS. What does this mean? This means that x equals to 1 and y equals to 1 is the solution of the linear equation 2x plus 3y equals to 5. Understood? When we replace the values of x and y, that is the variables, with certain constant numbers, and if after calculation, if it is found that both the LHS and RHS are equal, then we will say that these values of the variables, that is x and y, are the solution of this linear equation. Okay, so here we have got one solution as 1 1. It is also written in the form of ordered pair. Now let us take another value of x. Suppose x equals to 4 and y equals to minus 1. Again, if we replace this, so 2 into 4 plus 3 into minus 1, that means 8 minus 3. So 5 equals to 5. Therefore, here also we are getting LHS and RHS equal. That means the values of x and y, that is 4 and minus 1, is also satisfying this equation. Therefore, we can say that 4 and minus 1 is also the solution of this equation. Are you getting it? Nice. Now let me replace one more value. Suppose x equals to minus 2. X equals to minus 2 and y equals to 3. So here 2 into minus 2 plus y means 3. That means we can say minus 4 plus 9 equals to 5. I have replaced the values of x and y with minus 2 and 3 respectively. So here also I am getting LHS equal to RHS. That means I can say that this minus 2 and 3 is also the solution of this linear equation 2x plus 3y equals to 5. I think you all know how to do this. It is already done in previous class. That is. Now let me take one more value. Suppose x equals to 2 and y equals to 1. So therefore 2 into 2 plus 3 into 1 equals to 5, which implies 4 plus 3 equals to 5, which implies 7 equals to 5. Therefore LHS not equals to RHS. Hence we can say that x equals to 2 and y equals to 1 is not the solution of this linear equation, because these two values are not satisfying the equation and we are not getting LHS equals to RHS. So hope you have understood what is the solution of a linear equation. Every solution of linear equation represent a point on the line which is represented by the equation. Means this 2x plus 3y equals to 5 will represent a straight line, and every point on that straight line is the solution of this equation. That means every point lying on the line represented by this equation is the solution set of this equation. Hope you have understood this sentence. Okay. Now again let me come back to the general form of linear equation. The general form of linear equation, as I have told you, it is ax plus by plus c equals to 0, where a not equals to 0 and b not equals to 0. Now this is the general form of a linear equation in two variable. Now here in class 10 we are going to learn about a pair of linear equations in two variable. So the general form of pair of linear equation will be represented in this form. General form of a pair of linear equation in two variables. It is generally represented as a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals to 0. Now since there are two lines given, therefore there are three possible cases for any two straight line. If we plot them on the graph paper, that is on the Cartesian plane, then three possible cases may arise. Either the line will look like this, both the lines, since we have taken two lines, two equations will represent two lines. So either these two lines will intersect at a point, or these two lines will be parallel to each other, or these two lines coincide with each other like this. Therefore, a pair of linear equation will either represent intersecting lines, it may represent parallel lines, or it may represent coincident lines. So if a pair of linear equation is given to us and we are asked to plot them on the graph paper and obtain what kind of lines are represented by them, then we will first find the solution set and then plot it in the graph paper, and the nature of the lines will become clear to us after plotting them on the graph paper. Got it? So let me start with one example. It is a situational problem. The question is, Aftab tells his daughter, 7 years ago, I was 7 times as old as you were then. Also, 3 years from now, I shall be 3 times as old as you will be then. We have to represent this situation algebraically, that is in the form of equations containing the variables, and also graphically. So once more, let me repeat the question. After tells his daughter that 7 years ago I was 7 times as old as you were then. After 3 years, I shall be 3 times as old as you will be then. So let me take Aftab's present age as X and his daughter's present age as Y. So here I have taken Aftab's present age as X and his daughter's present age as Y. Now Aftab says that 7 years ago, so according to the question, if Aftab's present age is X, then 7 years ago Aftab's age was X minus 7 and his daughter's age was Y minus 7. Now according to the condition, Aftab's age equals to 7 times his daughter's age 7 years ago. So since 7 years ago Aftab's age was X minus 7, that is equals to 7 times Y minus 7. This is the first condition. Aftab's age equals to 7 times his daughter's age. Okay. Now go to the second condition. It is told that 3 years later Aftab will be 3 times as old as his daughter. So if the present age of Aftab is X, then 3 years later it will be X plus 3. And the present age of his daughter is Y, so 3 years later it will be Y plus 3. So according to the question, Aftab's age equals to 3 times his daughter's age, that is X plus 3 equals to 3 into Y plus 3. Understood? Okay. Now if we simplify this, so X minus 7 is equals to 7Y minus 49, or we can say that X minus 7Y is equals to minus 42. This is the first equation, and here X plus 3 is equals to 3Y plus 9, or we can say that X minus 3Y is equals to 6. This is equation number 2. Just quickly go through the solution. 7 into Y minus 7, so X minus 7 equals to 7Y minus 49. So X minus 7Y equals to minus 42. Therefore, these are the two equations obtained by the given condition. So this is the algebraic representation of the given situation. Now I am going to show you how to represent them graphically. So here I have two equations, X minus 7Y equals to minus 42 and X minus 3Y is equals to 6. Okay. Now see here the two equations, X minus 7Y equals to minus 42 and X equals to 7Y minus 42. Here X minus 3Y equals to 6, that is X equals to 3Y plus 6. While finding the solution set, it is advisable to keep one of the variable in the left hand side and take all the other things to the right hand side. So here I have taken X in the left hand side in both the equations and the rest of the thing to the right hand side. Then calculation becomes easier to find the solution sets. So here is the solution set for the first equation, that is if we represent in the form of ordered pair, then it will be minus 7 5 xy equals to this will be 0, 6, and this will be 7, 7. So we have to plot all these 3 points on the graph paper and check whether we are getting a straight line or not. Here also the ordered pair is xy, so it is 0, minus 2, it is 6, 0, and this is 12, 2. Okay, now I shall represent them on the graph paper and check what kind of line we are getting. This is the graphical representation of the whole situation. Means two equations, we have got two equations. The first one was x minus 7y equals to 42 minus 42, and the second was x plus minus 3y equals to 6. These are the two equations. So this one is the first point A, whose coordinate is minus 7, 5. This is B, 0, 6, and this is C, that is 7, 7. This is the second line. This is P, as we have represented or written on the solution set, 0, minus 2. This is Q, this point, so it is 6, 0, and this is R, it is 12, 2. So these three set of solution set, when are joined together, means the points when are joined together, we are getting a straight line. This the first straight line is represented by the equation x minus 7y equals to minus 42, and the second line, whose coordinates are p 0, minus 2, q 6, 0, and r 12, 2. When they are joined together, we are getting a straight line, and this straight line is represented by the equation x minus 3y equals to 6. So this is the way of graphical representation. Now one more thing, we have to write the scale. It is very important. How many small divisions you are taking as one unit, you have to mention there on the graph paper. So roughly, I have taken, since it is a plain sheet of paper, I have assumed that I have taken 10 small division as one unit. So write down like this: 10 small divisions equals to 1 unit. Okay, the whole graphical representation will look like this. Now if anyone wants to say that I want to find the solution from the graph, so here is the solution, the point of intersection of these two lines, as it is intersecting line, the point of intersection represent the solution. So roughly, if you will plot on the graph paper, then you will get the point. This point will be, let me take it as D, and this is represented as 42, 12. Therefore, we can say that x equals to 42 and y equals to 12 is the solution of this problem. Now what is x? We have assumed x as the present age of Aftab. And what is y? Y is the present age of his daughter. So from this graphical representation, we can say that Aftab, since x is 42, so Aftab is 42 years old and his daughter is 12 years old. We can put these values in the condition, we can easily verify that. Okay. So this is the whole thing, how to represent algebraically and graphically. So I have shown you the first condition when two lines intersect with each other. The next day I will shall try to show the other parts also, that is the parallel lines or the coincident lines. So that's all for today. We'll meet in the next class and then we'll continue this part. Okay. Have a nice day. Bye.